Alright, I'll be taking Metra for my first time today. I'll be on train 2005 on track 6. Not going all the way to Aurora or Naperville. I'll just be stopping before then. Track Midwest trains too. That's really cool. As far as first impressions go, I found the gallery cars on these Metra trains to be very neat and charming. I forgot the cool thing is to do this. The seats are very comfortable as well, with plenty of padding and an okay amount of legroom. I admit I changed the seat around a couple times just because it's so satisfying and cool. There are also these racks to the side for storing luggage.
Aurora, departing at 10:40 a.m. Making stops at Western Avenue, Cicero, Berwyn, Harlem Avenue, Riverside, Hollywood, Brookfield, LaGrange Road, Stone Avenue, Western Springs, Dinsdale, Clarendon Hills, Westmont, Fairview Avenue, Downers Grove, Belmont, Lyle, Naperville, Route 59, Aurora.
The Metra BNSF line has 25 stops during rush service, covering a distance of 37.5 miles. The train starts south out of Chicago Union Station, then turns west towards Cicero. From there the train goes through Downers Grove and Naperville before arriving in Aurora. My trips today are only to and from Belmont, which is only 16 stops down the line during non-rush service, and are scheduled to take about 48 minutes. My departure time for this train is 10:40 a.m., putting my approximate arrival time in Belmont at 11:28 a.m. The train departed 1 minute late at 10:41 a.m. Hopefully this late departure is just a fluke. After pulling into the light, you can really tell how green some of these windows are, when I'm not color correcting them, of course.
This is Western Avenue.
Approximately 5 minutes later, we were at our first stop, Western Avenue. Western Avenue is in the lower west side of Chicago and is also serviced by the CTA buses and the Pink Line of the Chicago L.
Now approaching Brookfield. This is Brookfield.
About halfway through my trip, the train stopped at Brookfield. Even though the train was still 5 minutes late here, I was thoroughly enjoying my first Metra trip. Since I was heading outbound, the train was not crowded at all. The wayfinding and signage at Union Station is easily navigable, and ticketing through the Metra app provides flexible options and is easy to use. My round trip for today cost $7 for a Saturday day pass. Finally, the train is comfortable, clean, and the onboard staff are helpful and friendly.
Now approaching Belmont. This is Belmont.
I arrived in Belmont about 6 minutes late at 11:34 a.m. I will be having lunch here, then returning to Chicago Union Station on train 2016 scheduled at 12:42 p.m. Alright, I've made it to Belmont.
Now arriving. Please step behind the yellow line.
Here's Aurora Train 2007.
Train number 2007 to Aurora is now arriving. Please step behind the yellow line.
Alright, I'm here again at Belmont Station. I had lunch at Culver's. It was very delicious.
BNSF train number 2016 to Chicago Union Station is arriving in approximately 2 minutes.
I'll be getting on that train back to Chicago Union.
BNSF train number 2016 to Chicago Union Station is arriving in approximately 2 minutes.
Here's the depot area with a waiting room. Looks pretty clean.
Please step behind the yellow line.
I was equally pleased with this train as well so far. I found the seats to be just as comfortable, the car just as clean, the seat changing just as nifty, and the windows just as green as my trip to Belmont. This train departed from Belmont 4 minutes late at 12:46 p.m. The first stop on the way back is Downers Grove Main Street, about 4 minutes after my departure. One difference between this train and my last train is that this one was a good bit more crowded as it was a daytime inbound train with many people going into Chicago. Even a smaller station like this one was decently busy.
This is Belmont Grove. This is Belmont Road.
One major station stop along the route today is LaGrange Road. This stop is served by Amtrak's Illinois Zephyr and Carl Sandburg trains, as well as several suburban pace buses. This train departed from LaGrange Road approximately 13 minutes late at 1:16 p.m. With these delays, I'm glad I'm only riding for fun today. I really love this approach into Chicago. Not only is it an impressive view of the city, but there's trains to look at too. with that, my first round-trip Metra excursion is complete. I arrived at Chicago Union Station at 1:50 p.m., only 3 minutes late. I'm impressed that we made up 10 minutes of delay during the trip. Overall, I really enjoyed these trips on Metra, and I will be sure to take more Metra trains the next time I'm in Chicago. If you want to find out how I ended up in Chicago to begin with, keep an eye on my channel, as my next video will be about my trip on the Cardinal all the way from New York to Chicago. Thanks for watching this trip, and I'll see you next time.